Hey, what is going on, Fan Clan? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Danny Phantom. First of all, if this is your first time here, I just want to say thank you so much for coming and checking out my channel. If you have been here before and you continue to come back, just showing your support, it means everything to me, so thank you very, very much. We just hit 29,000 subscribers, which is unbelievable. Like, I can't even believe that's where we're at right now. So we're very, very close to 30,000. It's crazy. It's amazing, and I owe it all to you guys, so thank you so much for all of that, all of your support. I'm dumbfounded. With that being said, I do want to give you guys kind of an update video here today about some reprints, but before I get into that, I do want to hopefully have a new video come out Wednesday of this week that's going to go over a little shopping spree that I was able to take, and then as well as some footage that Papa, my cohort, my co-owner, Papa Blastoise, was able to go on a shopping spree as well. We raised almost $2,000 for Toys for Tots, thanks to all of your wonderful orders that we've had come in over the past month. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, we had a golden Pokeball campaign that started the day after Thanksgiving and ran until a few days ago, where five lucky winners received a golden Pokeball in their order, and that entitled them to a free booster box of every main series set that will be released in the year 2021. And because with that, every 10% there were 10% of all retail profits we donated to Toys for Tots. So we were able to go, went yesterday with my family, and we kind of just filled up like 3 shopping carts full of toys and bought a ton of stuff, and it was a lot of fun. It was really, really cool. So thank you so much for that. You guys are unbelievable. I really, really appreciate that. Hopefully that'll come out on Wednesday. But going back to what we're going to talk about tonight, as far as reprints go, I did get a little bit more information today regarding Hidden Fates. And I know a lot of people are very eager for Hidden Fates, and they've been looking for Hidden Fates in stores. We originally thought that we were going to get Hidden Fates sometime in the middle of December, somewhere around the 15th, 16th of the month in big box stores. You would be able to go into a big box store and hopefully find a copy lying on the shelves. It seems like these have been pushed off to the beginning of January. So the news that I got was that these are expected to ship at the beginning of January, somewhere around the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, around there. With that news, that means to me that these would be shipped and in hands of some of these big box stores as early as January 2nd or January 3rd. So when we're looking at the shelves being stocked, that's kind of the week that I would go into stores to see if you can find them. I know a lot of people think that right now they're running to all these different retail stores looking for them, but I think this is going to be at the beginning of January, where you'll be able to go into some different locations, and hopefully you'll be able to see one of them sitting on the shelves, as long as they haven't been, picked up by too many other people. But I got news that it was going to be around the 2nd or 3rd of January that these were going to start shipping out. And since they're going to start shipping out from distributors, that means that a lot of these vendors will already have them in hand prior to or at the same time as distributors. So the beginning of January, I expect you to be able to at least try and find these in stores, at least the first wave, and then a couple weeks later the second wave. So pretty much the first 2 weeks of January, you're going to want to be on the big lookout for Hidden Fates. I also got news that we're expecting the Ultra Premium collection, the Zacian and Zamazenta, at the same time. So those are going to be shipped to these big box stores as well. A lot of people do have copies of these already because they made their way through GameStop and Target before Pokemon pulled them off of the shelves. If you remember, I've talked about these in the past, and the fact that there were some manufacturing errors. So Pokemon pulled a lot of these back, a huge portion of them back, and a lot of people are paying $130, $140, $150 for a copy of this. Just hang tight. These are coming. There's going to be quite a few of them in circulation. We have quite a few coming to us at the Coliseum, but you will be able to find them in different Targets and Walmarts and places like that at the beginning of January as well. Also, we also had Champion's Path that was getting reprinted. Those should already be out. We got our allocation last week, so we were able to fill all of our pre-orders right away and get those out. And then I think we are almost sold out of whatever we had left over. But you should see those in stores right now if you're looking. Unified Minds and a very small portion of Vivid Voltage. Pretty much whatever Pokemon promised from the first run, that kind of all came out right now. So that is starting to be shipped, whether it was late last week or early this week. Those should start filling stores, and then the major reprint for Vivid Voltage is still a couple weeks away. We're anticipating that to come at the beginning of January as well. And also, we should expect to see Darkness Ablaze then around the same time. So I think that you're going to have a timeline of, you'll get Unified Minds probably early this week, or if you haven't already seen them around late last week, some online stores are already starting to stock them, and the price is already starting to come down a little bit. But then this giant portion of Vivid Voltage, Elite Trainer boxes and booster boxes, should bring the price down a little bit more within a couple weeks. And then you should also have that Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box and the Zamazenta and Zacian Premium Collection, that Ultra Premium Collection should be coming out at the same time. And Darkness Ablaze should start coming out as well at the beginning of January. We also had Hidden Fates hit the internet today on PokemonCenter.com, and I don't know if anybody got one of those, so leave a comment down below if you're able to get anything. PokemonCenter.com sold out of Hidden Fates Elite Trainer boxes within like 3 minutes. It was crazy how fast these things sold. So Pokemon released them at $49.99. I'm sure that they did a limited release on these, much like they did in the past with a lot of other Elite Trainer boxes as far as reprints go. They sell them at $49.99, so I'm sure they limited them down to about 2 per person, and they got taken quickly. It was crazy how fast these things went, and it went so fast that the amount of traffic, the amount of population that came to the website actually ended up crashing the website. So if you saw the thumbnail before you came in, that was actually a screenshot that I took of the PokemonCenter.com website a few minutes after the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer boxes went on sale, because as soon as a few people were able to scoop them up, they were just messaging everybody. You know, it went out on Facebook, it went out on Reddit, it went out on Discord, it went all over the place. So keep an eye on PokemonCenter.com. Maybe they'll restock a few more and you might get lucky. But with that, where are you going to be able to find a lot of these Hidden Fates Elite Trainer boxes? Obviously Target and Walmart. I think there's a lot of companies out there that haven't opened up pre-orders yet. We, for one, did not open up pre-orders for Hidden Fates because we don't know how we're going to handle it, as well as it's the end of the year. So a lot of people are going to be busy with tax time, counting inventory and things like that. We are going to shut down our website for about 10 days, right after Christmas until the beginning of January, just so we can get a count of all the inventory that we currently have, work on the website, redesign a little bit, get a lot more inventory up on it, and then launch into 2021 like you've never seen the website before, hopefully. And it'll have a lot of really cool features and a lot of really cool updated product inventory and things like that, better pricing, updated pricing, because I know I haven't been able to keep up with that lately, especially with all the orders that have come through. So where can you go outside of Target and Walmart? It's really important to reach out to your local game store, and I know I've said this before, and I know you probably hear this a lot, but there's probably a lot of places in your area within half an hour or 45 minutes of a drive that you haven't even thought about before, or that you haven't researched before. So I would go to google.com and I would type in local game store, or I would type in game store or hobby store or board game store or whatever it is in the town that you live, and see what pops up. And then I would reach out to them and give them a call and say, hey, do you have Hidden Fates Elite Trainer boxes on order? Do you have any coming in? Because there's probably a lot of places in your area that you just may have never heard of before that are going to be stocking these, or at least going to have a portion of these, and it may lead you to forming a relationship or starting a relationship with a game store owner that you never knew was in your area before, that could benefit you for Shining Fates, or could benefit you for Battle Styles, or could benefit you from a future set. So definitely support your local game store. They need it now more than ever, especially with everything that's going on this past year, the fact that they can't have events, the fact that they can't have leagues, at least in the full fashion. It's really important for you to support them. So definitely go on Google, look up where your local game store is, try and find them, reach out to them. I'm sure there's a few of them within 45 minutes of your house that you're just not thinking of. If you have already reached out to your local game store, or if you know for a fact that there's none in your area, you can always go to a few other big box store options. A lot of times we think of Walmart and we think of Target, but there's a few other places that you could go that might be less popular or less known by the clientele in your area, that you might be able to find a Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box, like Barnes & Noble or Best Buy or Books A Million if you have one of those close to you. Meijer is a good resource that you can go to, a good retail store that you can go to. Their prices are a little bit more expensive. You probably have quite a few GameStops in your area, and I don't know what they did with pre-orders. I don't know if they even had any pre-orders, and I know that they did a lot of stuff with the tins, but I'm sure that they're getting Elite Trainer boxes as well in some fashion. If you have a Sears that's local to you, they sell Pokemon cards, or if you have a Kmart that's local to you. I know Kmarts have gone pretty much by the wayside, and there's not very many out there left, but they would stock, I think that they would stock Elite Trainer boxes because they do have a decent Pokemon card section. Otherwise, like a Hot Topic might carry these because they carry a pretty wide array, at least the one that's in the mall close to where I'm located, or what it was a few years ago, I guess. But some other locations that you can go to that probably won't stock the Elite Trainer box, but might have, you see some of these resealed, these repackaged double packs or double blisters or things like that, that have a Shining Legends and a Hidden Fates or something like that in it. Walgreens, CVS, the dollar stores that you might have near you, whether it be Dollar General or Family Dollar or Dollar Tree. Hobby Lobby and Michael's do stock Pokemon cards, at least in some locations. Hobbytown USA is a good location that you can go to, or at least reach out to. Some wholesalers like Costco. Costco has stocked a ton of those tins before, a ton of Pokeballs before, that you might be able to reach out to see if they're going to be stocking anything Hidden Fates. Use your resources and just see what's out there, and just try and get a wider array of things than just going to the 10 or 15 Walmarts in your area or the 10 or 15 Targets in your area, because you know those are going to be hit up. It's time to start thinking outside the box and start reaching out, forming relationships, and seeing if there's any place else that you might be able to go to that you can start taking advantage of, that you can add these to your sealed collection, or that you can add these to your collection if you just want to enjoy opening Hidden Fates, because unfortunately these are going to go quick. I talked about this in a previous episode or a previous video before. There's only about 75,000-80,000 of these being printed and distributed into these big box stores. So that's only about 30 to 35 per location, and they're going to come in a couple waves. So you're going to have maybe 3 cases one week, and then a couple weeks later you'll have 3 cases more that are delivered, and that's going to be it. And I don't think that Pokemon is going to reprint Hidden Fates Elite Trainer boxes again, especially with Shining Fates coming right around the corner. I think this is kind of a one and done. This is it. This is your last chance at getting it. So if we can't get it at a decent price point, you know, somewhere around $50, $75, $100, then you're going to be looking at paying, you know, $130, $140, $150. And for a lot of collectors, that's okay, because they look at it from a collector value. They look at it more from a market price than an MSRP price. Unfortunately, MSRP really only applies to a product that's new, and this is its release date. Once you have a reprint, MSRP kind of goes out the window. That's why you have Unified Minds, you know, selling at $150, $160, which is a lot better than $200, but it's not selling for the $100 that it was selling when it was released. So unfortunately, that's just kind of the way that the game is right now. And I know that Pokemon has cooled off a little bit, but when you get Hidden Fates, which is probably the most popular set that we've ever had printed before, you kind of have to pick your battles with it. So if you're looking at finishing the collection, you may want to look at buying singles. Otherwise, maybe start pinching pennies a little bit and realizing that if I can't find any within the first couple weeks of January, I need to start looking at spending $120 to $130 for one of these boxes just so I can keep it for my sealed collection, and realize that that's still not that terrible of a deal, considering the fact that these are probably going to gain a lot of value to $200, $250, $300 down the road. I mean, I've seen Evolutions building battle boxes, Evolutions pre-release kits selling for $600, $800, $1,000, and that's just, I mean, that's 4 packs plus the chance at a Charizard promo. So it's just crazy the way the market is right now, and unfortunately, with the popularity of Hidden Fates, that kind of drives the set and the price way up, where the market price is just crazy. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed tonight's discussion. It's crazy to me how quickly the Hidden Fates Elite Trainer box sold out on PokemonCenter.com, but continue to look there, maybe bookmark the page, refresh it a few times a day just to see if they restock anything on there. Crazy how quickly it sold out. But yeah, definitely reach out to your local game store and see if you can find out any information. Just go to Google. Just go to Google and see if there's any in your area that you're not thinking of. I found one just last night when I was looking on Facebook. I was like, I didn't even know this place existed, and it's only about 20 minutes from me. So I guarantee you that there's places out there that you just haven't thought of yet. So definitely reach out to them if this is something that's really important to you. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate it. If you like what you heard, hit that subscribe button down below. Like I said, we're really close to 30,000, so I think we might be able to hit that before the end of the year, and that would be amazing. So thank you so much for all of your support, guys. I really appreciate it. Until next time, peace.